Okay, guys, so today I am making cheesecake. Sorry, excuse the hair. I just got back. Anyways, so I'm making cheesecake for um our house and then also for my friend because her birthday's today. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that. So what you'll need, because I'm making two different cheesecake. Well, I'm making the same cheesecake, but I'm making two. So what you'll need is the Philadelphia cream cheese, and you're gonna need to grab 4 because it needs to be 32 ounces. And so that's about it so far. I've kind of prepped everything. I've got everything everywhere, so I'm a little scatterbrained right now. I didn't like making the crust, so I just went and bought this from the commissary. You need a 9-inch pan, not a 10-inch. I didn't read the full instructions until after I got home, and honestly, I just grabbed a 10-inch because I wasn't too sure if a 9 was going to be a good size or not. So, go big or go home, right? So, and I actually like those, this pie crust, so that's what I bought. So, all right, we're going to, in the mixer, we're going to dump 4 of these. And you're going to want to mix that until it's nice and creamy. And, okay, you're going to want to dump it in there, mix it until it's nice and creamy. And then once it gets to that consistency that you want, because you don't want to over mix it. But once it gets to that consistency, then you're going to go and add a cup of sugar. All right. So I'm going to go ahead off camera and I'm going to go ahead and mix everything. And then I'm going to show you what you want to do once it's nice and creamy. Because then once you get that creamed up, then you're going to go and add the sugar. So don't worry, you won't miss anything. Okay, so I read the instructions a little bit more, but I'm thinking like this whipped kind of texture is like it's creamier than how it was in the block. So what then we'll do is, sorry, my mind's trying to think. We're going to add a cup of sugar, and then we're going to mix it again. And then after that's kind of fully mixed in, then we'll add more ingredients. So I'll kind of come back, pause, unpause, just so you're not watching me stare at this. But as of right now, we're going to add a cup of sugar, and then I'll go and mix it again. And then we're going to add more ingredients. But I'll be back. Okay, I kind of what it looks like after I added the cup of sugar. See how much more like creamier it is? It's mixing all together. That's kind of the texture you want. I'm fixing to stop it so that way I can add more ingredients because it said you don't want to over whip it. But I've also been like pausing it periodically anyways, so that way I can get it off like the side walls and stuff. But honestly, I think it looks pretty good. I think you may end up mixing it some more anyways because we still need to add our other stuff. Okay. All right. And then, okay, so what we're going to do now, since we added the cup of sugar, we're going to go, our next ingredient is going to be sour cream. 2/3 cup of sour cream. So we're going to go with 1/3 and then 2/3. I just did the 16-ounce container because I am making 2. But honestly, I think if there is a much smaller one of sour cream, you could probably do that because you only need 2/3. You don't need any Oh gosh, I just flung that. You don't need any more than that. So honestly, I mean, but you know, that's up to you. I mean, if you want to, if you're a big sour cream eater in your house and stuff like that, get a big jar. Fine. Me, I'm gonna get a little one. Because I actually don't like sour cream. It has to be hidden, like you know how it's in the cheesecake. And that I won't eat it. Anyways, so 2/3 cup of sour cream, 1 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So did the McCormick because I still had some from last time of whatever I made. So 1 teaspoons. Oi. Okay. That's that. I need 1.5 teaspoon. Okay. Perfect. That's obviously supposed to give it even more of its sweetness. I feel like cream cheese already kind of does that, but the vanilla just makes it a little bit more sweeter. And then you need 1/8 teaspoon of salt. So, you know, we got our Morton salt. It's a little bitty. Oh my, okay. There you go. That's it. That's all you need. The little dollop. And then we're going to go back to mixing again. And while that is mixing, you're going to want to, on low speed, gradually add the lightly beaten eggs. I did not beat my eggs, so I will go pour it out right now and just lightly whisk it together. And probably 5 seconds, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then leave it. And while I'm mixing this, slowly add it. So not the whole thing, just slowly. But let me actually... Because you need 4 eggs. I'm not used to adding beaten eggs. Like I would just be like, oh, drop the egg in there. But I guess because it has to be smooth. Today is not my day to crack eggs. That's all I know. Y'all. Just drop some eggshell. Got it. All right. Just gonna use my tray. I'm gonna crush up the eggs a little bit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Lightly beaten eggs. I'm trying to get this yolk off. Alright. Lightly beaten eggs. Check. Lightly beaten. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix and pour. So I'm going to put this on 5 so the rest of the ingredients can get mixed in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead, start adding the eggs. I only did probably about like 2 eggs just dumped in there now. I'm going to go a little bit more. I'm going to go add the rest. Okay. Okay. I forgot to put the oven on 325, so I just did that. Okay. I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to make sure that everything is mixed in there and that we are good to go. Okay. Okay. Scrape that off there. Okay. Well, that's done. And then once the oven is completely warmed up, I'll then place it in there. But for now, I'm going to pour the cheesecake batter into the pan. Okay, transfer it in here. And then put it in the oven. So you're going to put it in the oven for 50 to 60 minutes. So almost an hour. You're going to let it bake. Which I think this is interesting because I've never done a baked cheesecake. I've done the ones where you you put it in the oven. I mean, you put it in the fridge or freezer or whatever for however long, and that was it. That's what I've always done. So this is pretty new to me. All right, and we're just gonna pour it in there. And like I said, we're just waiting for the oven to heat up. So, all right, I'm just gonna add all this in here. Put it to bake some more. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stop before I actually overflow this. I just won't use whatever little I have. It's fine. Yeah, it's gonna overflow. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe I'll just make more cheesecake for somebody else. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Well, because that's gonna overflow either way it goes. There's not much I can do about that. I really didn't mean to put all that in there, but it is what it is. But yeah. Okay. And then we're leaving it in there for about an hour. See you guys later. Okay. So it's been 1 hour. I'm gonna set the pies, well, the cheesecake over here. Jesus, not mean to do that. So honestly, it's pretty fluffed up. Like I said, guys, I've never done this, so I hope this looks right. I did see that it said you want a jelly like a jello form. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's shaking. I'm trying to.
I disagree. There's something over
Yeah, you want to lightly crust it around.
You didn't see the chart.
Okay, and then I'm gonna close that. My cheesecake was not all the way on the mat, so I'm trying to think. All right, and then we're going to let that okay. It's been 1 hour. I took my pie. Some of it's still a little warm, but I'm impatient. So I'm gonna cut good slice. Okay.